We're gonna talk about the rookie so far in summer league, and let's get to the obvious one, Bronny James. Obviously, Bronny James has not been. He just hasn't been good in summer league so far. And I even said it 2 weeks ago. I said I want to see what Bronny James. That's what I'm waiting to see. Even though summer league, you can only take it as a grain of salt. It's a small sample size, only really like a 5 to 6 game sample size. I mean, that's all I could really go off of. And Bronny James, he just hasn't been good. Now, before last night, when he played pretty decent, he only was giving you 4 points, 3 points, 8 points, and 2 points. And 7 from 31 from the field, that's 22%. And then he was 0 from 15 from three. That's alarming because you came in as a 3 and D type player. The defense is there. Don't like if you watch the defense is there. He's very active, very smart player, but I think he's just a little bit nervous, probably hearing all the noise, and the shooting just has been terrible. It really has. And like I said, it's gonna take time for Bronny James. It's gonna take time. Like I'm not saying I expected him to play bad, but I didn't expect him to go crazy in summer league. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Like it's summer league. Summer league to me, I just want if you play good, it's like okay, like that's amazing. But it's like I need to see like okay, this guy gets to hit spots. He's gonna take a lot of jump shot. He gets to the rack. He's active on defense doing this. He's a good shot blocker. Like that stuff. But it's like I'm not gonna say, well, if he plays bad, oh, you're trash. Oh, you're not. No, I'm not doing that. That's never been me. And like I said, it's gonna take time. But yesterday, Bronny, he had 12 points. I don't think he's gonna be getting a lot of assists. He had a board and he was 2 for 5 from three. He finally hit some three. This was the game that I feel like a lot of people thought we were gonna see from Bronny. Like this type of game. But Bronny James has just been he has been bad, but he's gonna get better. Like I said, he's gonna be in the G League majority of the year, but I think he will stay with the active roster for maybe a couple of weeks or the first month of the season, then be in the G League. That's what I think. But Bronny James, I mean, like I said, I can only go off what I see in summer league, and he has been terrible, but he will get better eventually. And I heard JJ Redick say that he compares him to Luke Dort. There's nothing wrong with Luke Dort. Luke Dort is one of the best 3 and D. Like you could say he's probably one of the best 3 and D type players in the league. He's definitely one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. 3 pointer. He was bad from 3 point at one point, but he has gotten better at it. And that's the same thing that probably is going to happen with Bronny James. He's going to eventually get better at shooting threes at the NBA level. And there's nothing wrong with that. So overall, Bronny James has been bad in summer league, but he will get better. And I'm gonna be watching to see if he will eventually get better. You can say, okay, another rookie, Alex Sarr. Now, obviously, Alex Sarr, the last game, he went 0 for 15 from the field. He didn't hit nothing. He didn't hit nothing so far in summer league. He's only averaging 6 points, 6 boards, 3 blocks. But the defense, I'm seeing the defense. I think he's going to be a decent shot blocker. Maybe not average 3 like Wemby, but I think the defense is there. He is 7 foot. The offense is going to be it will get better eventually because he's going to start at the 4. I think he's going to start at the 4 at least. So he will get better, but I ain't going to lie. 0 for 15 is kind of crazy. Like, you can't give me one. You can't give me one shot. But like I said, summer league, he'll eventually get better. Another player, Rob Dillingham. Rob Dillingham, I think he's been decent. Like he's been averaging 9 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. I think this is good for him. He's gonna show like eventually, maybe even later this season. I don't think so, but maybe even later this season. But I definitely think the next year he's going to start for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like Rob Dillingham is a good player. Now, obviously, he's small in the weight and all that. But me personally, Rob Dillingham is a pretty good player. So I think he'll get better. Zachariah Richardson has been pretty good. Been averaging 14 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. I think he's been decent. I think he has been pretty good. And you know, a lot of people had their opinions about, you know, he is just a role player, and I think he probably is just a role player. He's not gonna be all that when he gets to the league. Like, bruh, they're gonna add Zachariah Richardson to probably be the third best player on the Hawks. Like, obviously, Trae Young. As long as Trae Young is there, he will be the first option. And the second option is Jalen Johnson. So Zachariah Richardson, they're asking him to be integrating this offense really pretty quickly. Like, I think he's gonna be okay. Now, will he be a superstar or a star type player? I don't know about all that. But I think he's gonna be decent so far. In summer league, he hasn't been bad. Stephon Castle has been really good, man. I think he's gonna be a better passer. In this year, he has Chris Paul in front of him, and I'm glad like he has a player of Chris Paul's caliber where he can learn from the whole year and see how to be a legit point guard. Offensively, he has been pretty good. And he's only played one game this summer league, but 22 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. I think he's gonna be one of them players that can do a little bit of everything. He's gonna dime you. Maybe not like average, probably like 9 assists, but he can pass. He's gonna dime you. He's gonna get to the rack at will. But having Chris Paul, having that type of teacher, because remember, Chris Paul, he helped Shea when Shea got traded to OKC. He helped him. And look at Shea now. Shea is a superstar. Now, am I saying Stephon Castle can be a superstar? No, I'm not saying that. But having a tutor in Chris Paul to learn from a whole year in your rookie year, that's pretty good. And Stephon Castle, he's just gonna get better. Now, in my opinion, these next two players you can argue have been the best players so far in the summer league. Matassa Buzelis. Matassa Buzelis has been really good. He's been getting to the rack. Now the shooting isn't all that, but he has been getting to the rack. I've been seeing a lot of dunks on everybody. He has been really good so far in the summer league, man. And I said that the Bulls, they probably got to steal. They probably got to steal. And then, you know, this is his hometown of Chicago. So it's more motivation for him to play good in front of the fans of Chicago and in the United Center. But he has been so good, man. And you can really say the Bulls got to steal. It's probably their best thing they done all this whole offseason. If you want to we want to be honest. Like, that was a steal. That was definitely a steal. But he's been so good in 3 games. Shooting overtime will get better, but Montes Buzelis he's been really good. Now the next dude, you could say Reed Shepherd for the Houston Rockets has been really good this summer league. 20 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. The 3-point shooting, I'm not shocked today. Shooting 38% from the three. He was one of the best 3-point shooters on Kentucky last year. So this isn't shocking. And Reed Shepherd, I only said it was a bad pick because where is he going to get the minutes from? If he could have gone to another team, let's just say the Wizards. Let's say the Wizards draft him. If he goes to the Wizards, he's starting immediately, probably at point. And then you got Jordan Poole there and all that in like your backcourt. But he's not going to start right away. Now, the next year, once they get off the Fred VanVleet contract, Reed Shepherd's going to most likely start. But so far, Summer League, he's been really good, man. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, man, he don't even need to play in Summer League, man. Just shut him down, let him train, and let him do some scrimmages for the rest of the summer. Might be true, but Reed Shepherd he's been really good so far in the Summer League. Another player in Terrence Shannon. Terrence Shannon Jr., obviously he was one of the best scorers in college last year, and he's showing that in the Summer League, averaging 17 points in 3 games. He's been really good, man, and they got to steal. The Timberwolves got to steal with that. I think he was drafted 24 or 25 pick. Got to go back and look at that. But he has been really good for them, and he's going to help them Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr., they're not going to be on the bench. Like, they're not going to be sitting on the bench or only playing limited minutes. I can see these guys getting significant minutes for the Timberwolves on the bench. I can see them both averaging probably maybe 15, maybe even 20 points. Like, these guys are here to help them. You got a point guard and you got another scorer, which is what they was missing last year. So Terrence Shannon Jr., he's been really good in the summer league, been attacking. Like, so this is he's been good, and this was a steal for the Timberwolves. Another player, Dalton Connect 4. Like, Dalton Connect, he was like basically like Terrence Shannon Jr. He was one of the best scorers in college last year. So him doing this in the summer league, it's not surprising. He's averaging 22 points, shooting really good from the three, 41% from the three, actually. Now it is 3-game sample size, but that doesn't matter. He has been really good so far, and this is what the Lakers needed. They needed a guy that could just come in right away and help them, which I think Dalton Connect will. I think he's going to get significant minutes, probably. Wouldn't be shocked if he got 15, 20 minutes too. I think he's going to come in and help the Lakers immediately because they've been missing shooting, and he brings all that. But so far in summer league, Dalton Connect he's been really good, man, and I'm excited to see what he do. And probably the last guy I'll say, I think he's only played one game. You could say Zach Edey. I think Zach Edey in his first couple of games, he's been decent, man. I feel like I wouldn't be shocked if he starts, but for some reason I feel like the Memphis Grizzlies are gonna bring him on slowly, and they're gonna probably put Jaren Jackson at the 5. I will probably start Zach Edey, put him in the fire immediately because that's what y'all been needing. Y'all been missing size, and he's basically 7'2". And I think there's a chance he can average double-double if he starts and gets significant minutes. I think he's easily gonna get you 10 and 10. But him coming off the bench, it's like, I don't know. But so far in some of these, Zach Edey is showing he was the college player of the year 2 years in a row. Yes, he is older, and we still got to see him when he go up against NBA competition. But so far, he's been double-double machine, and he's been pretty decent. So that's it for my rookie evaluation so far in the summer league.